search warrants. I mean, the whole thing is just all messed up. And it isn't that complicated to figure out because we just don't have enough respect for the Constitution. We're supposed to care about individual freedoms. We're supposed to care about self-reliance and self-responsibility to take care of ourselves. Don't depend on the nanny state. Don't pretend that we can police the world. And things would be so much better. We'd have to revamp the monetary system, but we have to change our attitude. The only thing that really counts in a country about what kind of government we have is the viewpoint of the people is a reflection, it is reflected in the type of government we have. If you want to continue, the nanny state, the welfare state, and turn it into socialism, there's probably not a whole lot you have to do because it's just going to happen. But if you happen to believe, as I'm sure just about everybody in this room believes, and that is, that's not what we want. And that is that we need to change the prevailing attitudes of the people. Now, we're all involved in campaigning. I've been involved in campaigning on and on for nearly 30 years. But I also know that there's something every bit as important as campaigning as winning elections. And that is, what do people think and understand why we want free markets and freedom? And it boils down to the fact that if we're compassionate people and we care about our fellow man and we care about prosperity and we care about medical care, we don't want the government taking care of those problems. We want free people to take care of the problems. Famine was wiped out through capitalism, not because of socialism and tyranny. When they accuse us of going back to ancient days of the Constitution, believe me, they're completely wrong. They're completely wrong. Tyranny's been around for a long, long time, and that's what they're talking about. We've only had a short period of time in our history where we've had a chance to practice a bit of freedom, and that's been in this country, and we've had the maximum amount of freedom and the maximum amount of prosperity in any country in the world, and you in particular, are on the verge of losing this. This is why this is a very important campaign. We don't know exactly what will happen in the campaign. This campaign is coming up next week in this state, and very, very crucial. And what happens could make a big, big difference. But regardless, I do not believe for a minute that your generation, the number of people like you that I've talked to, will let this thing linger. That you're going to build up and say, well, we expect this, and if that doesn't happen, we're done, we're out of here. I think this is not the end. I think this is just the beginning.